Wow, that's the first time in like, well, no, not the first time, but this is rather the past couple of weeks I've not lagged out of a lobby. Ain't that incredible? Absolute scenes here in Tier 2 already, and we haven't even gotten through to qualifying. Welcome along, everybody, to Breakout Racing League's Tier 2 Championship. We've arrived for round 15, and we have come over to the highest track in altitude, the Mexico City Grand Prix. 17 corners make up this exciting track, and 3 DRS zones, one into turn 1, one into turn 4, the other one going into turn 12. And with a long back straight, could be the key opportunity for overtakes, but also a lot of chaos into turn 1. We'll have to see what comes up. Your host here is Minico, and alongside me is Deemer once again. And Deemer, well, 2 weeks ago, we had the Drivers' Championship wrapped up in USA by a absolutely exciting last couple of laps. Do you expect more of the same, not in terms of championship, but more of excitement in the last couple of laps, or just all throughout? What are your thoughts? we already got a taster before this, so it's already going strong. 2021. There was a lot going on there. Yeah, Bottas got spun by Ricardo. Yuki Tsunoda got airborne by Ocon. Same with another car. I think it was an Alfa Romeo. I'm not entirely sure. And I think it was Mick that just got completely killed or something, and he had to park up. I don't know, but it was yeah, chaos nonetheless. Oh, there's a Williams in front of him. That's Wingo. Yeah, luckily he just managed to get out of the way, but that might have unsettled No Limit nearing the end of his lap. Speaking of No Limit, we might as well go on with this. Over to the Drivers' Championship as No Limit goes fastest. And 2 weeks ago, on the final corner, I kid you not, the final corner, he took the championship by a single point over Veyron. Yeah, one single point was in it, and No Limit managed to grab the championship. So No Limit is your Tier 2 champion. And, well, he's now at his home track, so he can celebrate that and hopefully try and get onto the podium. Or the win, or go for a win. What? What else is new? I'm a little worried now. He was actually not using any ERS that lap, so he was so he actually did 2 laps for some reason. But he's doing a full-on lap now. Is the AlphaTauri. Going back over to what I said though, so obviously Drivers' Championship has been wrapped up, but there's still a hugely intense battle for P3 in the championship. Potato, Ron, Blacks, Groggy, Vo, Solar, all within 19 points of each other. And from Potato down to, I think, Groggy, it's only 4 points between those drivers. So a hugely intense battle between those drivers for P3. Be sure to watch out for them, because that is going to be closely contested. And I might as well go on... What? Popcorn? Yeah. Potato actually did that for me in Tier 1, but that was wasn't really worth it, because I didn't even drive Tier 1. Yeah, that was something else. That was a bit of a chaotic race. Yeah, well, good lap there from the AlphaTauri. He puts himself on the front row, just 2 milliseconds ahead of a new driver that we have, by the way, and a driver that some people might be familiar with, Smoking Ginger. I don't know if you recognize that name. Oh, he's good. He's alright. Yeah, that being, I think, Groggy, that was going through. But yeah, luckily Vo getting out of the way, so he managed to do that. But yeah, Smoking Ginger, it's a familiar name. I know it's a name I know, and if Ritzy's watching, he certainly knows that name as well. He was driving in a Mercedes back in Season 6 Tier 2, which is ironically my first season. But yeah, if anybody recognizes Ginger, well, there you go. He is here. So, there you go. You never did. Yeah. That was a long, long time ago. That was nearly half of Birel's lifespan, I guess you could say. Yeah, and well, you're existing now here in the commentary box, and in Season 9 now, so you exist. Oh yeah, Season 4, Season 5 was 2020. Right. Yeah. Yeah, it didn't exist until Season 6, so... But we're here now. We exist. Oh, yeah, because I remember you did... Yeah, you did a couple races. I like to watch back previous Birel races. I know, it's just like, that's when the times were, like, really good. Oh, I wish we could go back to Germany, man. That's such a good track. Nah, Hockenheim. Being on... both tracks are great, but if we want action, Hockenheim. Please. As Wingo goes all the way up to second. Yep. What? Oh, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Sepang. Absolutely. For anybody that doesn't know what Sepang is, by the way, it's Malaysia. Let me just clear that. Tip brain fart. Yes. Maybe? I'm not entirely sure. Obviously, Birel's never raced in, India, so... it's a bit... yeah. Yes, I know F1 has. F1 has raced in, like, almost every single country, except for, like, some. God, I wish. That's why I want a PC as well. Yeah. And who would want to install that game? Let's be real. Yes, it was. Considering... Like, people talk bad about this game, but they don't know what people had to deal with in 2014. Like, dear God. The V6s. Yeah. The engine sounds were absolutely terrible, though. So they basically, it got much better in 2015, luckily. And then now we're here, where if you go on board with Vo, you can hear the high-pitched sound of the Ferrari. And, well, that just sounds really good. It sounded like an RC car. Yeah, I've noticed that. It just sounds like an RC car for some reason. I mentioned that every time I heard it. Like when he got spun by Russell, that was like the first true time I heard it. I was just like, yo, wait, what? Science, what's up with your engine, dude? It performs the same, but it's just the audio was just messy. Oh, that's an Alfa Romeo. Hello, is that Bio? No, that's Mixer. What happened? He's fine. What about Ardell? Yeah, but the thing is, he's already had a week off. So, I don't understand the logic in that. Basically, that's basically what he's doing. Why? I don't know. Whoa! That got a little close there between Brovera and Maverick there. Brovera was on a lap and Maverick was almost parked on the line, but, oh, and speaking of Brovera, he just spins around, hits the wall. That's definitely rear wing damage. Not the way AlphaTauri wanted this to go. Oh, and oh, he's at the wall. Come on, Brovera. Just get it in a straight line. There you go. He's good. Just looking over the chat, and Solar's saying that bro is talking to himself. I think they're talking about you. Or wait, actually, your audio. Oh
Hi.
my.
Testing 1, 2. Someone confirm you can hear me now. Even though we're
I'm about to confirm it.
13 minutes to qualify, I just now included my audio.
Yeah, well, luckily you got it in before the race. Aw, man, all of that for nothing.
I feel bad for everybody.
Come on,
hey, look at that,
make
Ginger.
me seem like an idiot. Hey, yeah, there we go. Finally some action going on the track. As Ginger now goes on to provisional pole with a 16.3, about half a tenth ahead of No Limit. So Ginger, on his debut, already looking pretty quick.
His teammate goes right behind him.
What was that?
I was trying to find the other Haas. Leave me alone.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Sky going up to second place as well. They're not separated by much, to be fair.
He's so happy.
Guess it's a Haas one, too.
Oh, hey, No Limit, what are you doing? That's an
getting out of the way. Oh, no, he was on a lap, I think, but...
Yeah, he was, and then he burned it.
Ah.
On
invalidated there.
Yeah.
Why would you bid it on purpose?
I don't... It's a Deemer thing to do, okay?
You're not wrong. As Mozzie is cheering on Ginger. Obviously, Mozzie and Ginger very much well know each other. For obvious reasons.
Alright, Potato, come on,
but, yeah.
I don't have any favorites.
And Potato's on a lap. Why don't you take us on board with the lap while we're at it?
Ooh, me? Oh, you're asking a lot from me. Anyways, going into turn 1, you want to make sure you get the car braked in a straight line. Hit the apex for turn 1. Be careful not to invalidate on 2 and 3, especially on exit, which he does not do. Hits the DRS going down into turn 4. Same thing as turn 1. Get the car braking in a straight line. Clean. What she does is not go too wide on the exit of 5. Turn 6 and 7, basically a double apex right-hander, which keeps it nice and tidy. Are we going to the S's of 8? Keeps it clean through 9, clean, 10, clean. This is 11 and then 12. It's a DRS, he keeps it clean through there through sector 2. Gabe says he's got a purple sector. Into turn 13, apparently, in my mind. I don't know what your map is looking at.
That's at turn 12. This is turn 13 right here, the hairpin. Then 14. kink of
apparently they're
15,
missing a corner.
16. Sure. And 17 going around. Peraltada comes across the line, does Potato. He goes all the way up to P6. A good lap time there from the Alpine. And that could be very crucial in that titanic fight for third place in the drivers. Maybe even could be second place in the constructors, because Veyron hasn't really shown up as of recently. But nonetheless, though, that could be crucial for Potato. So this is looking over now. I think we're just over 2 minutes left of qualifying as it stands at the moment.
Yeah, just under.
Yeah, just under. As Ron's going to come across the line, he's going to start a flying lap. Same with Groggy. He's also going to be starting one. Is the next person? That's a yellow flag. That is... Who is that? That's Solar. Solar's had a moment on his out lap. He's lost his front wing completely, actually, on his out lap.
Maverick, I believe. Oh, no, he's just going slow.
Yeah, Maverick is off as well.
He's not off. He's just going slow. I don't know what he's doing.
Possibly getting out of the way?
Oh,
I'm not sure.
Who is that? Oh, there's Ron Swanson out of 3. Solar having problems. Yeah,
3? What? What's the 3? Oh, and Vo!
Yeah, hi.
We're completely missing all this. Okay, anyways, yeah, Vo now on to provisional pull at the moment as we're coming near the dying stages of qualifying. Bio's going to be the next driver to come across the line. Potato's retired in the pits, so his qualifying is done. Bio crossed the line, only up 1 position. Mixer's gone round, so that's his qualifying over. I think Solar's about to start his final flying lap. Same with Drunken Shamrock. Flynn is also starting a lap. Yeah, so a couple drivers starting their final flying laps. Ron as well. Same with an AlphaTauri. That is Brovera. Is anybody on a lap here, boys? Anybody? Please.
No limit. Is he gonna make it
Mixer's
to the
retired.
line?
That's at turn 3.
No, it's gonna make it to the line to start his final flyer. What about Maverick? He's just barely gonna make it to the line. So is Wingo, so I believe.
I think everybody's gonna get their laps in.
Yeah, starting with an Alfa Romeo of. No, I lied.
Bio's finished the lap, I think. So
starting with
yeah.
Solar, who's actually invalidated.
Yep, Solar.
So it's gonna go to Drunken Shamrock.
And Drunken Shamrock, luckily this time around, does not invalidate, and he's now going over to the famous stadium section. Goes a little bit wide. Oh.
What about Flying Heat? He's invalid. As he can going into the stadium.
Time to beat right now. 16-2 at the moment. Flynn, next person to come across the line in the Red Bull. He abandons the lap.
Groggy.
He's abandoning the lap, so that is his done.
I believe it's going to be Groggy, Nolan, and then Brovera.
Yeah, so Groggy obviously going to be the first. He's got No Limit right all over the back of him. Groggy comes across the line, doesn't improve. What about No Limit? As Brovera goes into the pits. Brovera goes into the pits. Ron does not improve, so he'll start P11. Meanwhile, his teammate, P1 by milliseconds. That's just a couple milliseconds, but...
No, he cannot.
Sky can't either.
That's qualifying done and dusted.
Wow, that was very anticlimactic, not gonna lie.
Well, I'm gonna go to bed. I'll see you later.
No, you're not doing that to me. But anyways, with that, that is qualifying. You're being paid? Hello?
I mean, I thought so.
Anyway. Oh. Well, anyways, the championship leader, though, at his home race, bags his 7th pole position of the season, and, well, is probably looking to end the season out on a high after winning the drivers. He's going to have to set his sights now on the constructors. I never actually mentioned the constructors, by the way. That can be wrapped up here tonight. And you're probably wondering, what was the points gap? Need 6 points to take the Constructors' Championship. McLaren ahead of Ferrari. That is what Ron and No Limit are going to be looking for. They're going to be looking at the sole Ferrari of Vo. And Vo lining up at the front row, 100th in it between No Limit and Vo. Both but No Limit will take it at his home race ahead of the Ferrari. Then it's a Haas second row, Smoking Ginger on his debut, qualifying third. So great lap from him. Sky in fourth ahead of Maverick. Then is Wingo in sixth ahead of Potato. Brovera, then it's the two Alfa Romeos lining up on the fifth row ahead of Ron, Flynn, and Groggy, with Solar and Drunken Shamrock unfortunately not able to set a qualifying time. But who knows what's in store for us in the race. So look at this, because it's guaranteed to not be the same whatsoever. I know I'm hyping it up as if this track is great. In in real life, it's not the best, but like in BRL, it can be. I think Tier 3 proved that.
I'm spacing out because I'm listening to a really good song.
Mood. Stig is saying this track is a dog.
It takes a dog to know a dog.
Oh, shots fired. Shots fired. I know what you did there. I'll stay in my corner over here.
Good boy. Give you a steak bone later.
Good boy. Hello. I'm not your dog.
I'll give you a
Talking
steak bone
about
later.
dogs, I'm not one. Man, how dare you say that to me?
Well, fine then. I'll throw the steak bone at the stick.
Fine. You do that to him for all I care. You do that to me, however, we're gonna have a couple issues.
Okay, fine. I'll throw a steak at you, then you can put it on the grill and cook it.
Okay. As Stig saying that's a really averse way to call me a female dog. You know what word I mean by that.
I mean,
So,
steak. All I have to say to that, I get 63.
okay. Are we gonna get personal in this? Are we? I hope not.
I mean, I'm done. I'm done. I'll continue if he does.
Fair enough. It's a good thing that you're stopping, because we're just about to get underway
Hey,
for, guess what? Yes, it is. I was just about to say that. We have a formation lap. I was just gonna say that. I was gonna juke everybody. You ruined it.
Oh, well, you should have said,
on, man.
Hi. That's a hard...
Well, how about you don't interrupt me when I'm saying that? But
okay,
anyway.
you know what? Fine, speak.
I will, okay. Might as well... Oh, wait. No, never mind. I'm dumb. Okay. Looking over at the tire allocation while we're at it, and, well, I'm only seeing 3 hard runners. Oh, what a drift there from No Limit. Got a very nice drift going on at a turn 1. Good way to heat up your tires. He's on the hard compounded tire. Everyone behind him, from Vo down to Potato, all on a set of the mediums. Brovera on soft, Bio on medium, and then Mixer on soft. Ron, Flynn, mediums, Groggy, Solar, hards, Drunken Shamrock in 15th, starting on the soft. So a bit of a mix-up, but looks like the main priority is going to be mediums, which I think we're going to see a pretty simple one-stop for majority of these drivers. Should be a medium-hard or hard to medium, but that's without safety cars. And, well, Tier 2, safety cars are almost just inevitable. So, throw that out the window, and No Limit spun.
I just want to confirm something. Can you see if Flynn is lagging on your screen? Or is it just me?
Flynn?
Flynn? Well,
It doesn't look too bad right now. Oh, yeah, no, he's lagging. Yeah, no, he's lagging.
that might be a little bit of a problem.
It can be. So, these drivers are probably going to have to watch out for that. But, hopefully it doesn't cause anything crazy. But, nonetheless, might as well get on to the end of this formation lap, and everyone now starting to line up in their grid slots. It's the first time in a while that Tier 2 has had a formation lap, but they're getting through it this time around. It looks like everybody is lining up very nicely and cleanly. No, so far, no DSQs. I probably jinxed it there.
Yep.
It was bound to happen, wasn't it? The angle from the Alfa Romeo in 10th, by the way. Mixer. Look at that. And same with the Sky as well. So a couple people going aggressive as we are going to get underway. 5 red lights here at the Mexico City Grand Prix. It's lights out, and away we go. A good start there from the Haas. and from the McLaren, No Limit gets a clear lead ahead of everyone else. Ginger making a move, and Vo is dropping back massively. So it's No Limit from Ginger, from Potato. They're 4 wide, 5 wide nearly. Further back, Potato goes for the lead. There's front wing damage, and I think someone's just gone off. Was that Bio? Yes, it was. No, actually, no, it wasn't Bio. Bio got a brilliant start. He's up to 3rd from 9th on the grid. So great start from the Alfa Romeo. Great start there from the McLaren. No Limit leads for Potato, from Bio, then Ginger, Wingo, Maverick, Sky. Oh my gosh, there's so much switching going around. Vo, Drunken Shamrock, and Ron going at it. And Ron trying to go around the outside, but Shamrock getting a great start on the softs. He manages to get ahead, and Shamrock is up at 9th. Ron down to 10th. Brovera in 11th ahead of Mixer. Then comes Groggy, Solar, and Flynn. But No Limit getting a great lead. Vo, though, dropping completely down the pack.
Sky is missing his right end plate.
So that's who had the damage off at turn 1. So Sky
also,
a little bit struck by some drivers.
9th, by the way.
Yeah, he's had a great start, and same with Bio. He went from 9th to 3rd. So one Alfa Romeo having a great start, the other one not so much. He's down in 12th, but through the first lap, and No Limit takes the fastest lap, unsurprisingly. 1.1 seconds ahead of Potato, and Potato 1.2 ahead of Bio. The Bio's under pressure here from Ginger. Yeah, and they're going wheel to wheel down the main straight. It looks like Ginger's got that move done. Indeed, he does. Bio's going to tuck in into the slipstream, but he's going to have to stay behind because, well, he'd have to make a kamikaze dive to get ahead. Doesn't. Stays behind, and that is a yellow flag, and that looks to be Vo. Oh, no, it's gone from bad to worse for the Ferrari. From the front row all the way down to 13th now, as we had 2 drivers pit, Brovera and Solar. They definitely got front wing damage. Meanwhile, Mixer and Ron going at it. Mixer trying to go for the move on the McLaren. Can't do anything of it, though, and Ron able to stay ahead as we have another yellow flag, and that time, that's Flynn. He's lost a bit of his front wing for good measure. So a couple of mistakes here and there. A couple of drivers going a little bit AWOL, I guess you could say. But so far, nothing too crazy. And, well, now looking over at the lead, by the way, it was 1.1 seconds. But Potato is now all over the back of No Limit going through the stadium section.
Could you just throw people a happy dimmer for Potato? He actually got a new wheel.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
I actually,
for those that don't know,
I talked to him the other
2
day
weeks
about
ago.
it. I talked to him the other day about it. He goes, I love it. It's a lot better than the wheel I had previously. So, definitely hoping to see some improvements from this guy. Oh, boy.
Yeah, he's definitely showing it as No Limit goes a little bit deep. Potato trying to go around the outside, doesn't, though. He's going to have to stay behind for a little bit, but he was right all over the back of No Limit going through the turn 1. And for those that don't know what happened to Potato 2 weeks ago, he had multitude of issues where he was basically stuck in 7th gear for majority of the race, had to map out all of his controls completely different, but luckily all that has been fixed, and here he is in 2nd place, running up near the front, and is trying to challenge No Limit all the way through. So the improvements really seem to be showing here for the Alpine at the time being. He's got a little bit of pressure here from No Limit. I mean, sorry, not No Limit. Smoking Ginger, and Ginger's managed to catch up to the back of these guys.
Also, I want to give props to Sky for running with this broken wing.
Yeah, he's managing to hold his own. He's holding it right now, currently in 7th, so... Oh!
I'm wondering if it's... What happened?
Ginger had a pretty big snap coming out of turn 16 and 17, but managed to hold it together, so it was a good save there from the Haas, as he lost a little bit of time to Potato, but luckily he did not. There was a bit of a move going on, as it looks like Shamrock and Mixer going at it, and the Aston Martin and the Alfa Romeo battling for 9th at the moment. Bio gets a 3 second. Shamrock able to hold on just about. No contact either, so very close, very tight. But Shamrock is able to hold it, and Mixer has gone round.
That was a nice little 360, though. But I don't think he's got damage.
No, it doesn't. So he managed to just escape out of that, but he lost a position to Vo. So that's not what the Alfa Romeo wanted, but nonetheless, though, good save. As we're seeing a bit of a DRS train forming now, from 1st all the way down to 6th now. So No Limit on those hards, not quite having the pace you expect. He's actually made a huge mistake. That's gonna allow Potato into the lead, and Ginger up into second place. Bio, does he make a move for third? Not quite, but No Limit made a bit of a mistake coming out of turn 11, and now he's lost 2 positions as a result. So Potato now leads the Mexico City Grand Prix from Ginger. Oh, and another bit of a snap there from Ginger. He don't like that corner that much, does he?
It's going to be interesting to see on what Ginger does here. This guy's actually going to come into the pits. Does Ginger go defensive here? He doesn't. Potato's actually got decent straight line speed in the Alpine.
Not out of that, but also Ginger was getting a bit out of the toe of Potato. He's probably thinking he doesn't want to overtake here. He wants to overtake now as Potato actually goes wide out of turn 3. This could be Ginger's opportunity. He's got the DRS. He's got the slipstream. Does he think about a move? He's not quite close enough to stay behind. Whoa! And nearly gets clipped in the rear by No Limit. No Limit super late on the brakes there going into turn 4. But luckily doesn't hit anybody, and he's trying to make sure that he stays on the back of the front too. But also trying to keep Bio at bay. The 6-car train is very closely bunched up at the moment. Oh, and actually, Bio's made a mistake there, and it looks like Wingo's managed to get through. So Bio, bit of a moment, and that has allowed the Williams to move himself back up into 4th, and Bio actually goes deep into turn 12. That's not going to help him, but now the train is broken up a little bit, so now it's the front 3, and the 4th down to 6 now. Unless Wingo could try and close up back into the DRS, in which he hasn't. So this is where the battles are for for first and for 4th now.
So you know what I was doing?
Hold on, Ginger's going for a move into turn 1, and that is a pretty easy move there for Ginger. And he takes the lead of the Mexico City Grand Prix on lap 6 out of 36. We're already on lap 6, so this race has gone by really quickly, and it's a safety car. And this is why Mixer has lost his front wing. So Mixer lost it, I believe, out of the final corner, and now into the pits. Not what the Alfa Romeo would have wanted, but that is a full course safety car. And, well, if you're on the soft compound tire, you're probably absolutely loving life. But actually thinking about it, the only person on the softs is actually Drunken Shamrock.
Well, yeah, Mixer was too, but then he just pit, obviously, so... I
mean, it still helps Mixer, to be fair.
Right, so I just looked at a track map, and what I was doing, I was counting turn 6 as turn 6 and 7.
Oh, yeah, because it's like a double apex thing. Yeah, that hairpin is really weird. It's also weird to go through. Have you noticed that? Like, it feels kind of odd. It's
like Austria, you know, going up the hill towards turn 3, and that little kink going to the left is a turn.
Yeah.
No. Oh, no.
Oh. That is No Limit into the pits, and he's got a 5-second time penalty now. As a result, he goes on to a set of mediums. So he's definitely going to have to pit again, because there's no way he could take those mediums 30 laps. Nearly. That's just not possible. Shamrock, he pits. That's going to be on a set of hards. That can go to the end. 29 laps, it's not at all impossible. Ron also went in as well. So they're definitely banking on going for another pit stop.
What'd you do?
Oh, he lost a bit of his front wing.
Yeah, he did. Oh, he lost it out of 3, I think.
Oh.
I feel bad. I mean,
not a good day right now for Bavarian. He's actually a lap down.
Who I raced against last season, and I believe, no, you didn't commentate last season for us. Who was it?
I did a couple occasions.
I think it was, what was his name? Punju? I think it was.
For tier 3, yes it was. I did do tier 3 a couple times though.
Yeah.
I remember that.
But yeah, for those who don't know, I think Brovero was Bad Bunny.
Yes.
Man had amazing pace. You know, was one of the, you know, I had a lot of respect for this guy, and I still do. Haven't raced against him for quite some time, but
since last season.
Yeah. But yeah, just an amazing guy to race against, and a lot of respect shown for him on track and even off the circuit. Even if we had our differences, but it's just the season from what I've seen, just had no luck. It hurts.
He's had pace. Like, I can firmly say that. He's had pace. If I look over his quali, if I can find him, Bad Bunny, his average quali is like 10.3, which for Tier 2 standards isn't too bad. It's not the best, but it's definitely not the worst. So he's had pace sometimes, and then other times it's been lackluster. But yeah, he's got something, but it's just whether it's consistency or just pure luck. This season in general actually has not been for him. He has 8 DNFs.
It's just, like I was saying, just hasn't been his season.
It really hasn't, no. He's actually got the most DNFs out of this tier at the moment, so yeah.
Way to shoot a man while he's down.
I know, but like, I'm just stating facts. But still, yeah, it is super unfortunate. But it's not the end of the world. Maybe he could bounce back next season. You never know what could happen. But it sucks.
Watch. Okay.
Tip, we both just died. Oh no, Rovera. It's gone from bad to worse.
I feel bad. I really do.
So do I. Aw.
So that reminds me, I gotta
As if the season couldn't be any worse for him, as the safety car is in this lap. That's a late call. That is a very, very late call. But Ginger is going to lead the pack, and the question is, when does he go? It looks like he's already gone now. No, he hasn't. He's leaving it rather late. And Ginger comes across the line on lap 9 of 36, and the race has officially resumed. Ginger ahead of Potato, ahead of Bio, and then comes Wingo, Maverick, No Limit, then Shamrock and Vo actually swapping a little bit, so Shamrock is making moves. So is No Limit further back as he's made the move on Maverick. Maverick trying to keep around the outside though, but I think, no, actually I'm completely wrong, as No Limit has a bit of a moment out of turn 1, and Maverick holds on to that, and now Shamrock is going to give a bit of pressure to No Limit. Is he close enough, though, is the question. That's a yellow flag. That is for Mixer further back. And, oh, Drunken Shamrock nearly going for the move, but now Sky's looking for the move into turn 5. Tries to go on the inside, can't do anything of it. Now has to defend from Vose. Vose trying to go around the outside. Bit of contact. Ferrari's off the track. Luckily, no major collisions. And they all managed to get through unscathed. And right as I say that, Vo's been spun.
Oh, no.
Vo spun round just before they reached the S section. Oh yeah, Ron. Ron has also made a mistake. He's down a couple positions and could be losing another one to Flynn. By the way, No Limit just grabbed a 3-second time penalty. I don't know if you caught that, but he grabbed a 3-second. Yeah, so that is definitely going to affect his race as he's on the back of Maverick at the moment and could be looking for the move real soon down this straight.
Oh, yeah, speaking of No Limit, here he goes.
That looks pretty easy. That was pretty easy there from the McLaren. And he moves himself up into 5th place. Maverick now down into 6th. Ron and Mixer both into the pits. I assume that might be for front wing damage. And, well, that is definitely not going to help their races. But so far, nothing too crazy. And Ginger leads from Potato, from Bio. Potato's starting to lead a little bit of a train from 2nd all the way down to 8th. It's a bit of a train forming at the moment as he's under pressure from Bio. Went a little bit wide there out of the hairpin. But luckily, nothing crazy happening. And Ginger just keeping a bit of a gap, but looks like Potato's starting to close in a little bit again now.
So another thing, I'm keeping my eye on these guys is Potato, Maverick, Sky, and Solar, and also the majority of the other field. But the only reason I say these 3 drivers is because I know that they have the good pace. They have strong pace. They're really good about
Ginger!
the moves. Oh no!
Ginger spun!
Oh no!
We talked about that rear end being loose at the final corner, and this time it's fully gone, and he has lost the lead and is all the way down in 9th. The Haas having a moment. Luckily didn't hit the wall, so it doesn't have any damage, but that is a massive blow. It was looking like a really good race there for the Haas.
Also,
And Bailey's already saying in the chat, no, that's not what anybody wanted to see.
No.
Oh, no. That is at turn 3. Once again, turn 3 proving real tricky right now. Luckily, he's kept it out of the wall, I think. Yep, he's good.
He might have rear wing damage, though. I don't know how quickly he's going to hit the wall, but...
If it's rear wing damage, then that's even worse.
Wow, no limit. Holy Christ.
What did he do?
He sent it into turn 7, dude.
Oh, and he goes wide. He goes wide off of turn 11, but yeah, no limit. Pushing the limits and giving it absolutely everything to take back the lead of this race after a mistake costing him the lead. Well, he's trying to go back as Potato goes a little bit deep into the hairpin. That might invite Bio and No Limit a little bit, as you can almost see that No Limit is pushing Bio through those couple of corners. But DRS enabled for these drivers. Bio's gonna have it. No Limit's gonna have it. We can nearly see a bit of a three-way battle between them as Bio is looking for the move on the Alpine on the inside. Could No Limit look a little bit interested? He thinks about it. Potato's gonna try to go around the outside. Breaks a little bit too deep. Bio's gonna take the lead. No Limit around the outside. He's gonna grab second place. Potato loses 2 positions in just a span of a couple corners, and could be another one as Wingo's now looked for the move. He's got it done, and now Wingo's up to 3rd. Potato, in 3 corners, has lost 3 positions. That just shows how powerful the DRS is.
Oh, No Limit.
Oh.
Going forward with No Limit while he goes through turn 7. Watch him go, like, carry the speed. Never mind. That's fine.
Well, it's probably because he was directly behind another car and he didn't want to hit him. Yeah, No Limit. Obviously here he made a pit stop, but he's kind of stuck a little bit, but he is on the back of Bio now through this section.
Oh,
and that is Ginger round again! Ginger's gone round again! Oh, I was really hoping I didn't see that.
Oh, no.
I was really hoping. Oh! That's No Limit going a little bit deep. That might invite Wingo now. And going on to lap 13. Things are really going to get tense now as Wingo's made the move on No Limit. Got that before DRS was enabled. And meanwhile, further back, you got Shamrock, Potato, and Sky going for it. They're 3 wide. Going into turn 1. Bit of contact between Sky and Shamrock. But Sky takes P4 away from Shamrock. Shamrock trying to hold on and keep 5th place. But Potato is able to grab it. Potato nearly goes round. And luckily he doesn't, and now he's looking for the move on Shamrock through this time around, and now the lead is being changed around as Wingo and Bio going at it, but that's all gonna have to stop, because why did the safety car decide to come out?
I think Mixer again.
Why?
Yeah, Mixer again.
Oh, it was getting crazy. Come on.
I just want you to keep your voice, that's all.
Bro, I nearly lost it in tier 3. Like, we've had some pretty crazy races here in Mexico, and this is just another one. I mean, what just happened before that safety car? That was
so
crazy. And there was no major contact either on that. That was incredible.
My throat is like dry, and I don't have a bottle of water with me tonight because I am smooth brain and I didn't buy any. Because we usually buy it in the gallons. Oh my gosh, that pitboard just got murdered. Who stayed out?
Shamrock.
Oh.
I mean, obviously he would. He's on a set of hards. He's only done 7 laps, so he's probably banging for another safety car, or is probably going to stay out the entire race.
So No Limit is actually getting rid of his time penalty here.
Smart. I don't see why not.
And this guy is going to bolt on a set of media. Ooh, I don't know if it was a make it to the end.
It's going to be tight, but it's not at all impossible. He could do it, we'll see. But now that everyone's pitted, Shamrock now takes the lead, and Groggy is now up into 2nd place. Wingo's in 3rd, ahead of Bio, then Sky, Potato, Solar, no Limit, dropping all the way down to 8th now. Vo, he's in 9th. He's on a set of hards. Flynn now in the top 10. Ginger in 11th. This is going to help Ginger now because all those mistakes, it's now going to be almost just completely nullified as he is now going to catch up to the rest of the pack. It's going to be back in that titanic fight. And, well, in terms of the Drivers' Championship being settled for 3rd or even 2nd, this battle just really lights the spark for the next couple of races. Especially when the next couple of races, especially the next one, is going to be an absolute banger. Brazil, hello? We're in for some tasty things. Let's be real.
If we don't see one race where it rains at Brazil, I'm gonna cry.
I'd actually be surprised as well. Not gonna lie.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I
It's
like
Brazil.
Brazil when it's dry, but when it's wet, it just adds that extra like, I can't think of the word.
Words? English?
Yeah,
English?
I can't think of the
are
word
they
right now,
computing?
though.
Hello? Alright. There we go.
It's late. You know, it's 10:50 at night. My brain is dead.
That's fair. My brain do kind of be dead as well, but unlike you, I'm able to somewhat keep up with what's going on.
I mean, I'll give you the foot, but like, my brain just doesn't compute words.
As quickly.
In the right way that I'd want them to. So, probably as soon as the race ends, I'll invite all the drivers, and then I'm gonna sign off and say goodnight. Because I do have to work tomorrow.
As you've done the past couple of times.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, to be fair.
I hate doing it, but you know, a man's got to get his sleep.
That is fair. Though some drivers are up at like midnight doing this. Which fair play is wrong. It's a 3-second time play. Why is his name at the bottom there?
I don't know.
See that?
Also, do you see what happened to me last night in the safety car? Out of curiosity, that one got spun, but when I got the time penalty.
No.
So I went through turn 6, and I hit the throttle, and the rear just didn't stay planted. And
Lovely.
I went off track, and instead of me coming back onto the track unsafely, I came back on safely. And it gave me an instant penalty when I only had one warning.
Oh, lovely.
And I didn't get my race director, so I was just like, I'm even like not even in the points, so why bother at that point? So
Yeah, that's fair. I've had a couple of moments like that, but yeah, it sucks. It's as simple as that. It sucks. And also, Steak is saying in the chat, please no wet Brazil. I want to use my dry strategy. I know his dry strategy, and I'm a little confused as to why he'd do this.
you should send it to me so I can
I will
exploit
after
it.
this.
Yeah.
I will after this. And Solar is also saying in the chat, I remember last time in Brazil, Tier 3, last season of course, the top 3 ran out of fuel. I don't exactly remember that,
but I
but
can't say I did because I was at the back and I got past to stop that race. So no, I'm dead serious.
that's the only thing you can take off of that. You're
Yeah.
just like, I got fastest lap.
Yeah, no, I'm serious. Like, I got damage, and the engineer I had in the race, he goes, box for softs, do an outlap, and then go for a fastest lap as them. I'm like, okay. And I did.
I mean, you had nothing to lose.
Right. And then I got 12 seconds worth of penalties. I'm like, I don't even care.
It's fine. I got fastest lap. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
And Steve is already saying, don't send it to you. I'm going to.
But yeah, actually, last season,
Just
Solar
because you tell me not to.
Solar was my teammate last season. So.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, you two were in the Ferrari.
And
now I'm in the Ferrari, and I'm suffering.
Yeah, and this year I'm back in the Alpha.
Yeah, you're championship winning Alfa Romeo, where you won a race and won the constructors with that. Safety car now in this lap. Lap 16.
Two races with the Alpha, by the way. Get it straight.
Well, I'm talking about the season of the championship.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
I never said overall. I know you won a race this season. I'm aware. That's something I can't do.
That's an F.
I'm not having a good time, alright? I'm not having a good time this season.
Chinook's gone,
That's not gonna stop me, and I don't think he has, not yet. It looks like he's gone now. Yeah, he's gone now. So lap 17, race has resumed. Shamrock leads from Groggy, from Wingo, from Bio. Then comes Sky, Potato, Solar, and then No Limit. And already I'm seeing a bunch of moves further back because Potato and Solar going at it. Solar has already made the move on the Alpine. He's up into 6th. Potato already down to 7th. No Limit trying to look for a move once again. Not quite. Oh, bit of contact. And oh, there's a huge collision. Huge collision. Potato's round. Ginger and No Limit also getting caught up. I think any of them have damage. Do any of them have damage?
I can't
Doesn't
tell.
look like it. It doesn't look like it. So, somehow, none of them got any damage from that, but that has definitely ruined the race a little bit, as Potato's now all the way down in last from when at one point he was leading the race, as I think Sky, I think he made the move on Bio, and now he's looking for a move on Wingo on the inside into turn 12. He's gonna break later. Then the Williams gets the move pretty easily done. I think Wingo just simply let that happen, and now he's up into 3rd, and Wingo down into 4th, and now Sky's gonna try and chase after Groggy. Groggy going a little bit deep into turn 16. That's gonna allow Sky to make the move before they even come across the line to start the next lap. Sky has just made, what, 3 moves in the span of a couple of corners? So he is flying right now.
Further down, looking for a move on. Oh boy, lag.
Yep, great lag as No Limit has dived down the inside on Vo. And the front row at the start of this race is now 7th and 8th in the moment. No Limit getting ahead of Vo. Oh,
boy.
Maverick and Flynn coming together, and now the two are in 13th and 14th, as Potatoes now made the move on Flynn. Does
No Limit.
he have any damage? Doesn't have any damage. We had No Limit now with another 3-second time penalty. That's now 6 seconds for the McLaren. And, well, any shots of potentially getting the win might be shadowed a little bit. It's not what he would have wanted.
I mean,
as
so
now
anything can happen, but, I think, 14 laps left? No, 12. No.
18.
Yeah, that one. I was gonna get it eventually.
With a little help. Oh, and Groggy goes a little bit deep. That's got Wingo to slide his way through into 3rd place. Groggy down to 4th. Bio! Bio's been spun! Got spun around by Solar, and I think Solar might have front wing damage. Does Solar have front wing damage? I'm not entirely sure. I can't exactly tell.
Away from the Ferrari, so I'm assuming no.
Well, that doesn't. The front wing damage doesn't affect straight line speed, but nonetheless, Vo might be looking for the move on the inside. No Limit's actually got the damage. No Limit has right side end plate damage.
Yeah. Where'd that happen?
That happened with the contact. So it wasn't Solar, it wasn't Vo, it was actually No Limit. He just got extremely unlucky with all that, and now he's been overtaken by his teammate and could be overtaken from Ginger, in which these two already had a bit of a coming together the previous lap, and it could happen again as Ginger is looking for the move. Bit of contact between them as No Limit goes a little bit wide, but Ginger makes the move. He's up into 8th, Mixer up into 9th now. No Limit now down into 10th. The championship, the champion and the pole sitter now completely falling down the order.
Pause.
Oh!
Pause.
Okay, I'm gonna pause real quick. Potato just had a Tokyo Drift moment.
When did Sky take the lead?
Oh shoot, he did! Oh, I completely missed that. I don't know when that happened, but yeah, Sky.
For 4th, excuse me. No, excuse me, we're having a 6-way fight for 4th.
Yeah, that sounds about right, but Sky is now into the lead, and there's a 6-car train going on right now between Groggy, Vo, Ron, Solar, and Smoky Ginger might get interested. No Limit's retired, that's in the pits, and they're nearly going 4 wide into turn 1, contact, Vo's gone completely deep, and Groggy's gone deep as well, but Vo is now into 4th, Ron up into 5th, Solar to 6th, Ginger to 7th, and it's still going to keep continuing on as Ron might be looking for the move on Vo. Round the outside into turn 4, can't do anything on it. Mixer diving down the inside on Solar, and Groggy, and even Ginger as well. So Mixer able to pick up the pieces. Oh, he gets really squirrely though, out of turn 5, and that's going to allow Solar to make the move, and Solar gets squirrely. That is a huge collision. Ginger's out of the race. Oh my, what is going on? No, I'm not surprised by that safety car at all. Yep. At all. He was basically parked in the middle of the track. I'm not surprised by that safety car, but Ginger, his debut in this race, it's not what he would have wanted, but that is a full course safety car, and Sky diving into the pits, and I think that might be a pit stop to go to the end. He's already made 2 pit stops, so
he's
this
probably
is a
going hard
third.
back to the end.
Mediums. No, I think, does he have a first set of mediums?
No, he doesn't. They're both used. Slightly less.
Well, how many laps is it? Yeah, 4 laps. So it's not all bad, to be fair. But now Vo stayed out. Drunken
Shamrock on new. Hang on, Mixer's on softs again.
Yeah, he is. So 16 laps. I don't think the softs are gonna last that long. But yeah, bit of a mix-up now. But Potato, Bio, Groggy, Solar, and also Shamrock and Wingo are all on a fresh set of mediums. Ron went onto an old set of mediums. Mixer on soft. So quite a bit of a jumble going on right now. And out of all that, we saw 3 retirements in the span of a minute. That being No Limit, Ginger, and Flynn. Flynn retired in the pits. Same with No Limit. But obviously Ginger with that huge moment. It was Solar that had a moment out of turn 6. And Ginger just simply ran into the back of him because he couldn't react. And with that, Solar saying in the chat, he's got rear wing damage.
F.
Oh man, what is happening? This race has just been absolute mayhem. Sounds about right for tier 2 though. But yeah, it's been already crazy. And we still have a handful of laps to go. Oh boy. At this rate, I wouldn't be surprised if only 8 drivers finish. If that's a curse, then I'm sorry, whoever DNFs, but yeah.
Knock on wood.
I don't have any wood near me.
Well, that's a problem.
Yeah, can I just knock on my laptop?
No. That's not wood.
Man. Actually, no, wait, there is wood. Hang on. Let's see if I can... I found some. Here we go. There.
The fact that your mic picked it up too is great.
Oh, I put it close to my mic. I did that on purpose. I intentionally did that.
I'm bioing on softs. And wing.
Did he hit someone?
I don't
or hit
know.
the wall or something? As it won't even let me go on to him. There we go. Yeah, set a soft there for the Alfa Romeo. That's going to be a bit of a stretch to go to the end of this race. It is possible, but those tires are definitely not going to be looking as shiny as they are right now, that's for sure. But yeah, both Alfa Romeos going a bit aggressive now at this stage of the race.
I mean, I think Mixer really just doesn't have a new set of mediums and or hards.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. But, just looking over at the chat right now, and Solar apparently got the rear wing damage from Bio earlier. When did that happen?
Beginning of the race, maybe? I don't remember.
Could it have been that collision, though, where Bio went round because of Solar?
I don't think so. I don't think it was...
But that wouldn't have made any sense. I'm confused. I need an explanation here.
Bio, what do you
I'm about as confused
Bio,
as you are on a regular day. I'm not sure what Bio's doing. He's hanging back by the looks of it. And stay mentioning real quick that Mixer went from 13th to 14th, like 14th or 13th to 5th in a span of 2 to 3 laps. He's down in 7th now, but in a span of a couple laps, he's made up quite a few positions out of this.
I'm confused.
I am very confused as well. And we still have a lot of the race to go, so we're going to get even more confused, I think. I'm not ready. I don't know if you're ready, but I'm not.
I'm contemplating on just shutting everything off and going to bed.
Don't do
the
that.
stage I'm at right now.
Don't do that. Then we do not do that.
Why not?
I don't want to be alone for the rest of this.
You can get stick in here. You'll help.
Oh no, I'm not getting stick in here. For obvious reasons. Sorry,
okay,
Stick.
Doge. Okay. I prefer
Words.
not to.
Word. Anyways, I think the safety car might be in on this. Actually, wait a minute. I know why Bio kind of hang back a little bit. He's on mediums now.
Uh-huh.
I think he hang back so the safety car wouldn't go in, so he can go on to a
I don't think it was
nice
gonna go
set
either
of
way.
only 1 lap old. It could have. It could have. You never know. Well, it's in now. So, either way, Bio now is on a set of mediums now, and they've only got 1 lap on them, so
Well,
fair play.
I'm gonna be quiet and let you do your thing on safety car restart. So.
As you should. Yeah, Vo going to lead us across the line. I'm pretty sure the leader of the safety car has changed every single time, but this time it's the Ferrari of Vo, and it's looking good for Ferrari as they're trying to come back in the championship, and he actually goes a bit wide, and they're already going 3 wide down the straight as we're resuming the race, and Maverick leads the Sky, and that is Shamrock right into the wall! Shamrock straight into the wall. I don't know if that was contact or not, but a huge moment there for the Aston Martin. He's out of the race. Groggy's out of the race. What has happened? He looked like he's parked just at the braking zone of turn 1. What just happened? Hello? And now Bio and Potato are a bit further back. Huh?
Everyone's got their front wheel. What happened?
What happened? I'm gonna need an explanation real quick. I'm a bit confuzzled.
So I think don't quote me on this. On the safety car restart, when Maverick and Sky got past Vo went for a move defensively on Shamrock when he was I want to say alongside. I didn't really get a good look at it, and just I guess pushed Shamrock into the wall. I don't know. But as for Groggy,
I'm not entirely sure.
I don't know. I don't know.
Well, I just quickly saw in the chat that Shamrock just pinged Vo and said why. So Vo was involved in that.
And here comes
Vo
Wingo looking
was involved.
for a move on Vo, and he gets it done before turn 1.
I think that was just a simple
assistance.
I think just he had more straight line speed, like a more straight line speed setup in relation to Vo and Wingo. Now up into 3rd place, Vo down into 4th. Though Vo might be having a bit of a penalty or something hanging over his head later on. We'll have to find out.
Here comes Solar on the outside of Ron in turn 4. Ron's going to cover it off. Look for a move in turn 5. Not there. We're down into 6. Negative. He thinks better of it. Oh, a little contact
getting
there.
Getting really close to McLaren and the Red Bull, but luckily for them, no contact, and Ron able to continue on, and Solar gonna have to hang back a little bit longer, and Ron just kind of had a bit of he's had a bit of a quiet race so far, but now the quietness is not really happening right now. Potato, I'm assuming having
he went a little bit wide.
Oh, and Mixer! Mixer's just gone round to turn 12. He's lost his front wing. And now he's going to go into the pits. I don't think... It's only a yellow flag in the moment. DRS has now been enabled, but it's not going to be available to them down this straight, at least as of now. It'll be available to them by the time they go over to the stadium section. Yort's just saying in the chat that was crazy. I 100% agree. Because Solar is closing in onto the back of Ron. He is closing in. Is it going to be enough to go for send? No, he doesn't. He stays behind. And Solar... gonna have to stay in P6 for a little bit longer unless he gets a good exit here out of turn 3, and he actually got a pretty decent exit there in relation to Ron. And could he think about a move? He's gonna look for the move. No, he doesn't. Stays behind. The Ron is actually low on ERS. He was blinking down that straight.
So for the people that say, sorry, That was
Word.
crazy. They should come up in the booth with us, because it's a lot more crazier up here.
Well, they can hear it.
Right, but
They can hear it.
seeing it firsthand, like from the booth point of view, it brings a whole different aspect to everything.
That is very true.
I mean,
It brings a lot more chaos, I guess you could
we only
say.
have the one monitor to look at, obviously, but like, it's still like we don't have the replay and like go back and look at incidents function like what they do. You know,
I need a PC for that.
I mean, right? I wish we did have it.
Meanwhile, Wingo is looking for the move on Maverick with DRS, and pretty easy move there for Wingo. He moves himself up into second place, Maverick down into third, and well, he's just going to have to stay behind for a little bit longer. That was probably Cornell a little bit, though. Potato goes a little bit deep, and that's going to allow, that might allow Bio straight by, and Solar's gotten the move on Ron, but Bio trying to go around the outside of Potato and getting a bit close between them, but Bio able to take that, and he's up into 7th now. Potato down into 8th, and I'm pretty sure these two drivers do not want to get into a bit of a tussle, because they're good friends. They know each other. They don't want to do that, because there's still plenty of opportunities in this race to grab something good, especially when 5 drivers have a penalty.
So, Maverick is sitting pretty much in P3. If he can stay on the back of Wingo, which it's going to be a tall ask. You know, 15 lap hards compared to 6 lap mediums. Well, I cannot. It's going to be a tall ask to stay there and get P3.
It is going to be very difficult, as Wingos has the fastest lap with a 119.1. And, well, looking over the chat, I just quickly see Groggy pipe up a little bit. And, Groggy, what? I just want to know what happened on that safety car restart, because you were basically parked on the braking zone of turn 1. Can you maybe explain what happened? Please let us know. I'm a little desperate because it was rather confusing. Solar
really not much
could be
going on
looking
right
for a
now.
move.
Yeah, it's just...
Right now, the closest battle... Oh.
Well,
there's 2 closest battles going on right now between Vo and Solar, and then Ron, Bio, and Potato.
So,
and,
as of right now, the Constructors' battle will continue until Brazil, I believe, pending any steward inquiries.
That is true, because Vo is outscoring Ron, if my math is correct, by 4 points, which is 12 points to Ron's
25,
10.
18, 15, 12 for Vo, 10, and 8 for Ron. So, yeah, Vo is getting 2 more points than Ron Swanson. No, excuse me. He's getting 4 more points than Ron Swanson.
Yeah, so with that, obviously that's not the 5 points that McLaren needs to grab it, so they can't really do anything of it. And I'm actually going to invite someone into the party as Bio's looking for the move on Ron, and that pretty easy move there for the Alfa Romeo. But I'm actually going to invite Groggy into the party so he can explain what exactly happened. And it's not gone well for Potato, but I'm going to quickly invite Groggy so he can quickly explain what exactly happened. What?
Vo got up to the back of Maverick.
Oh, he did. You're absolutely right on that. So now he's going to try and challenge for 3rd now in this race, and could be even P1
so
later on.
These guys got to be careful, you know, not to get in a big tussle, because Solar on 8 lap mediums, even though with a time penalty, as the 2 guys ahead do not have one. Bio is going to pick up another time penalty. But yeah, these 2 ahead, Vo and Maverick, got to be really careful fighting each other.
It's going to be very tight, that's for sure. And while we're in this kind of dead zone, I guess you could say, we have Groggy in here with the party with us now. So Groggy, be sure to include your audio, of course, so everyone can hear you. And why don't you care to explain to us what exactly happened on that safety car restart?
Two-part whammy. So after Shamrock crashed, I think what I'm hearing is from something caused with Vogue. That's how it was caused. I had to brake for Drunken Shamrock because he was directly in front of me. I thought I was going to crash into him because I thought I was not going to ghost. Once I got past through that, I got back on the gas, and then I say about 150 meters from the braking zone, Bio just
Oh, if I was
slams
gonna
on
look
the
for a
brake.
dive, he's not gonna be able to make it stick. He goes a little bit deep in the forest, trying to cut you off, Groggy. It's gonna allow Solar to look for a move on the outside of Vogue. He's gonna get done, but going in turn 6. Vogue's just gonna get the switch back on him as Ron Swanson's gonna get another 3-second time penalty. Then you may continue.
So the whole drunk Shamrock thing, I had to avoid that. And then I guess Potato got a legal overtake on me. Oh, wait, Ron's
Oh,
retired.
Ron Swanson's.
Oh.
Safety car?
Safety car.
Hang on. Talk about that curveball we were talking about earlier.
Yeah, it's happened. There's the curveball we were all waiting
So,
for, and I think everybody's
okay,
gonna go to the
so
pits.
This actually saves Maverick, because if you think about it, Oh, Wingo stayed out. Ooh.
Not another tier 1 again.
Ooh.
Oh, here we go.
Greg, you don't happen to have any popcorn with you, but do you?
I'm here. I can commentate the last 6 laps, even though I'm out of the race.
No. You don't have any popcorn. You're fired.
Well, okay,
I
you do not make the decisions here, Deemer.
You know what?
Probably wouldn't be good for me. I'm just coming off the flu right now.
I mean, hey,
That's
I've had
fair.
popcorn when I had the flu, so I'm fine.
Okay, but you do your own thing, Deemer. We all know this. You have your own, like, system. It's a weird system, but it's one nonetheless.
Oh, yeah,
It
just to let
don't
you
work
guys-
very well.
Let you guys know, Potato is dealing with weird wing damage right now from the no limit contact from earlier in the race.
Ooh.
So
Nice.
he's been a loosey-goosey boy because of it.
So both Solar and Potato have been dealing with that.
But
Luckily, he's still in the race, so yeah.
Better
Luckily,
than
he's
me.
managed to keep it under control.
somehow,
Yeah, well, obviously, it was extremely unfortunate what happened to you, of course. I mean, it was just, I guess,
it was
miscommunication in a way, but also just, like,
miscommunication,
restarts.
miscommunication. I hate to say it's stupidity, because it could have been handled way better. Because I can now I think explain it now. So the whole drunken and Vogue situation happened, and Drunken's out of the race. When I come up to it, his car is like, pointing directly in front of me, thinking I'm gonna be completely out. So I get on the brakes. Luckily it goes, but it's slowing me down. Get back on the gas, and then
Oh no, Wingo. F.
Then I start heading back, and when I start going into the braking zone, not into it yet. It's about, I say 200, about 150, 200 meters away. Bio decides to go full on slam on the brakes, and makes me be out of the race. Makes me be out of the race because he was thinking that he was trying to talk with Potato to let him through or whatever. Try to figure out that, and Potato had a legal overtake on me because of the drunken situation. So it was a chaotic mess. But Bio wasn't smart by braking right on the braking zone. He was saying he was getting out of the way, but he was not out of the way, and should have done it around turn 3 would have been the best bet. But he just put on the brakes in the absolute worst spot.
Yeah, obviously, safety car restarts, they do definitely tend to have that bit of miscommunication, but also just a bit of chaos, and, well, it's super unfortunate, really, that you really got caught up in all that, and when you were really just a passenger, in reality. Like, you were just biding your time, and then you just couldn't react to what happened. At least that's what I'm pretty much getting from that.
Yep.
Am I correct on that? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, pretty much.
But
And
yeah,
it's like,
just
just, I'd say people making dumb decisions on that whole restart.
Yeah, it wouldn't be the first time, to be fair. It wouldn't be the first time that someone has made a bit of a dumb decision. I obviously am not going to name any names,
Yeah.
but, yeah.
I'm fine with
It's
naming
been crazy.
names. I don't care to call them out if I have to.
I mean, you're a driver, so, like, in a way it makes sense for you, but obviously, me being me,
I mean,
I'm not going to do that. I'm not gonna shun someone here at the booth. I'm not that guy.
I mean, quote unquote, since I'm like the one person that probably has no dirt on them, so. But,
Yeah, that is true. Obviously, you are like pretty much like one of the cleanest drivers, not only in this grid but also just in general. Like, out of your entire seasons, you've only had one SLP, which was something
it was
so minor in qualifying.
It was qualifying at Carson, and that thing to me could have been even just between the both of us. We both could have been handled way better. But that was qualifying technically.
Yeah. So like at the end of the day, though, it's not that big of a deal. But still, you're comfortably one of the cleanest drivers in BRL, and comfortably the cleanest driver in this grid as well. That's not to say that anyone else here isn't clean. I mean, we've seen plenty of great battles that haven't ended in anything terrible. But yeah, what's that?
There won't be DRS.
Yeah, there will.
Yeah, they will.
Safety car should be in this lap. It'll be on the final lap. So really, they're only going to get one chance at DRS, and that's going into the stadium section.
Why does my brain do that?
So whether that's going to be a big overtaking opportunity, I'm not sure.
Knowing Vogue, he'll probably do a madman sit up on the inside on that turn, and it's going to end in someone going to the wall.
So no matter what, the constructors battle is going to Brazil. Because
that is very true. Because both McLarens are out.
Yeah, both McLarens are out. So, Vogue just really needs to finish this race. But the thing is,
technically, he doesn't need to.
Right, but the thing is, Sky has the 2-second time penalty, so he has to make a gap. And Maverick and Vo have to stay behind him for that time. So when does Sky go? And
right now. Yeah, he's gone now on lap 34 of the Mexico City Grand Prix. 3-lap dash to the finish. It's Sky from Maverick, from Vo, then comes Solar, Bio, Potato, Wingo, and Mixer, the 8 drivers that we have left on the grid. And I think Mixer might already be looking for a move on Wingo on the inside. No, he doesn't. He's going to stay behind for that little bit longer. But this is where things are going to get really intense because time penalties. This is the biggest thing when it comes to time penalties, because when everyone is all bunched up, you can lose so much or gain so much depending on your situation. And Sky, he has to pull a 3-second gap if he wants any chance of winning this race. A podium can definitely happen, but the win, that's gonna be almost near enough impossible.
You said there's gonna be like 8 people to finish this race. How many people do we have left?
Oh my God, you're right. No, I'm not psychic. I'm not psychic, people. Trust me.
Bio and Solar. Bio goes deep into turn 12 exit. Let's see what Bio can do on the inside of 13.
The left front.
Nothing.
Yeah, Solar able to hold that position. Bio
Sky
going a little bit too aggressive. That's Sky. Oh no!
Did Vogue cause another one?
No, I think he did that by himself.
Yeah, he's into the pits, and he's gonna retire. I don't understand that.
He's still getting points though. He did the 9% rule.
That is true. Actually, yeah, that's fair. You know what? That's fair. But people could have DNF. But anyways, nonetheless though, Sky retiring from this race. We are now left with 7 drivers and Maverick. I didn't expect Maverick to be leading this race. I didn't expect anybody else to be leading this race, but Maverick, here he is. He doesn't have a time penalty. He has track position. He has a very great shot to take the win here in Mexico. Vo is gonna try and pressure him all the way to give him a time penalty. And for all we know, right now, the only person outside of the top 2 who doesn't have a time penalty right now is Mixer, as Vo gets really squirrely out of turn 11. But Mixer even has a shot of a podium spot at the moment. But we'll have to see as we're coming around the final couple of corners to end lap 35 and start the final lap of this Grand Prix. A Grand Prix that has just about seen it all, really. Chaos, great battles, and a fight for the lead that's going all the way down to the checkered flag. Maverick is low on ERS. He's going to be under pressure from Vo. Vo's looking for the move on the inside into turn 1. Maverick pushing him all the way to the right-hand side, but Vo, breaking late, takes the lead of the Mexico City Grand Prix. Maverick is going to try and challenge out of turn 3, but he doesn't exactly have the exit. Vo trying everything he can, using everything he's got to hold on, and he has. And now he just has to negotiate Sector 2 and Sector 3 to secure the lead and the win of this race as we're seeing a bit of a switch up between Wingo and Bio, but nothing doing right there.
Oh,
There's
Bio.
contact between the Alfa Romeo and the Williams, and
Oh,
now
look at
Mixer is
where
going to
did
get
Bio-
interested.
what just
And
happened?
what is going on there? I don't know what's happened there, but that's actually left Mixer out of the dust. Mixer might not even get on the podium. Mixer might not get a podium. He's outside of it, well, almost outside of it right now. But a chaotic, amazing Mexico City Grand Prix Drivers' Championship already won. The Constructors' Championship is still on the fight,
no, Maverick.
and Vo is gonna help that. Yeah, Maverick's
And
gonna
then Bio.
spun, but
Or no, Mixer.
yeah, but Vo takes the win here in Mexico. Solar will grab a podium in his home race. Potato, with that wing damage, both drivers that have wing damage got a podium.
Honestly,
One is
Mixer-
just wow.
Mixer and Maverick spun at the final corner.
They did. But holy, I am dumbfounded what happened at that race. But Vo, in that fight for the Constructors' Championship, both McLarens out. But Vo did exactly what he needed to do. He takes the win here in Mexico City and closes that gap between them and McLaren. Solar, with that rear wing damage, grabs a podium out of absolutely nowhere. Potato grabs the podium as well. And Groggy, I'm sure you're very, very happy to see your teammate up there on the podium.
I'm in
A
disbelief.
crazy Mexican Grand Prix. But I think these three drivers are going to be very happy with the result.
Not finalized. I feel like there's going to be some controversy. Poster.
Oh, there definitely is.
Which I don't think has us locked up because yet. But for now, yeah, he's won this.
I think every single position right now is not locked right now. I think we can safely assume that. We'll just have to see. But right now, these are your provisional standings in the moment. Vo wins here in Mexico after an absolutely chaotic Grand Prix. Solar will grab a podium in his home race from 14th on the grid. He didn't set a lap time in qualifying, but he grabbed second place. Potato, it was looking pretty dark at the start, but at the end of it all, he grabs third place. Wingo will settle for fourth ahead of Bio. Maverick, Mixer, and Sky will round out the drivers that will grab points. Ron, Groggy, Shamrock, Flynn, Ginger, No Limit, Brovera, all DNF'd from the Mexican Grand Prix. Oh man, I'm gonna need a breather because that was absolutely insane. I think we are just waiting on Vo to join us. Let's see if you can possibly get him in as soon as possible, Redeemer. But are you actually gonna
Solar's
stay
already
for interviews?
Never mind. I
Yeah,
just
Solar
picked
is here. Are you gonna stay for interviews, Redeemer? What's your plan?
it. I'm waiting to see if Vo joins, and then we'll go from there. Actually, no, I'll kick it off with the Potato. Potato, include your audio.
Done that
P3 in the
already.
race. Pretty not forgetful race. Unforgiving race, I should say. I don't know English at the moment. But yeah, one of those word races, wow. One of those races for you, and you just come home to finish P3. You know, were you expecting a podium, or were you just trying to hope for points?
Honestly, I was hoping to not crash after the contact with me, No Limit. I got slight rear wing damage, and yeah, basically during, I think it was a medium or hard stint, I went over one of the curbs and almost lost the car and crashed.
Yeah, definitely. You had the pace early on, leading the race at one point, and then obviously, you know, chaos and everything else that had happened. Next week we head to Sao Paulo for the Brazilian Grand Prix. Your thoughts?
If anything, to go by last game, I should be fairly decent there as I won last season's race in Tier 3.
Yeah, just
And
have to wait
hopefully I
and
can-
yeah, just gonna have to wait and see. Hopefully you do really well and have the pace like you said it from last season. I forgot your name for a second. I was gonna call you Maverick. Phew. Miniko, any questions?
not Maverick.
Yeah, I know.
Well then, I already know what you're gonna ask, and I don't really have. Well, actually, no, I do have a question actually, and it is regarding the whole drivers' championship. What's going on there? The absolute tussle. So obviously, with this third place, you do grab a handful of points, but a couple of drivers, that being Vo and Solar, they're still within that fight as well, and well, considering who's in second place and considering who you're fighting with, do you think second place in the drivers is still very much on the cards, or do you think it's going to be very, very difficult to try and get that?
I think it's still on the cards, but it will be difficult as Baron's told me a few people that he won't be racing like the past 6-7 races, so he won't be here for the rest of the season. So it's basically 4 or 5 people fighting for second. It's gonna be tough, but let's see what happens.
Yeah, we'll definitely just have to see. 2 races left to go. It's not out of the question, but nonetheless, good luck and congratulations to you on your podium. Unfortunately, Vo is not able to join us for interviews, but he grabbed the win here in Mexico. Absolute chaos. But we'll move over to second place, and well, Solar, I bet you're thinking that at the end of qualifying that this wasn't going to be possible. But after everything that happened, out of all the chaos, out of all the battles, you managed to come home and grab second place at your home track. How do you feel about that after what just happened?
I feel very good. I really didn't think I would get on the podium. I was expecting at least the top 10. After everything, crashes, the incidents I was involved in, I'm not going to celebrate it as penalties can be applied after the race, but it is exciting to be on the podium as of right now at my home race.
Yeah, definitely is very exciting. It's always very nice when someone grabs a podium at their home race, and well, you've done exactly that. And well, nonetheless, congratulations to you. Next week, Brazil. We already know how Brazil is. It's chaos, it's crazy, but it's also very fun and exciting. What do you expect going into that race? Do you expect to grab another podium, or do you expect maybe there's a chance of the win? And also, by the way, I just want to quickly mention before you go on with that, this is your, I think, yeah, looking at it, this is your first podium.
Of the season, yes. I've been close multiple times. P4 mainly. Then there's Australia, where I was P3, but I binned it, so glad to be on the podium for the first time in the season. But as of Brazil, I'm not expecting too much. It's one of my weakest tracks. I do expect at least a P10. If not, I'll be fine with P11.
Well, I think points, would at least be the minimum. But we'll just have to see in just a week's time. Obviously, Brazil, he'll always throw up something. You never know. But nonetheless, though, congratulations to you on second place. Redeemer, do you have any questions for Solar? Alright, then with that, that'll wrap up Tier 2 for us tonight. A crazy race, and I think a lot of drivers will remember this race, both good and bad. And I definitely won't forget this, that's for sure. But that is it for Mexico. That's it for Tier 2. Be sure to tune in next week, though, as we head over to Interlagos, a very, very historic track, starting with Realistic on Thursday. Friday, you got Tier 3, where I will be commentating that as well. Redeemer will be racing, of course.
I hope.
Unless you just don't exist for some reason. I highly doubt that, though. I highly doubt that, though. And then, same time, next week, first off of Tier 1, and then Tier 2. The battle for the constructors is still at play, and that battle for second place is getting all too intense. Be sure to tune in next week. But from Redeemer and I, that's everything. Good day, good night. See you next week for Brazil.